again here at the top. And this is how it would look, threaded correctly, step by step on the 5-thread side. In this video, we will see how to thread step by step correctly on the 5-thread side. It's important to note that the threading on all these machines, in this case Yamata Yontes, Gense, and all generic ones, are threaded exactly the same. So this applies to all 5-thread overlock machines. Let's start keeping in mind always the same things. The left looper tensioner, right looper tensioner. To needle thread. This one is the safety and this is the main needle. Let's start with the left looper then. Before continuing with this video, down here in the description, I leave you the link to subscribe to the channel and activate notifications. We start from the top, first thread guide down, second thread guide down, third thread guide again. Thread guide, we go around the tension discs and again this thread guide. Guide down, thread guide down again, one thread guide. Here we can see in this part which has two little holes. In this case, the outer one is for the left looper and the inner one for the right looper. Again, we follow the thread guide, again thread guide, and over here we move on to the looper, the left looper, which would be threaded as follows. After threading, this thread guide will pass the thread from this point towards us or here. Goes through the hole, goes up and again now. To the looper hole, so it would be threaded like this, the left or lower looper. We continue with the blue one, which is the upper looper. Again on top, thread guide, thread guide, thread guide, thread guide, then to the tension discs again. Thread guide, we are going down. Thread guide comes out through the thread guide. Here we see this thread guide. Again here, the upper part, thread guide. And from here it goes threaded into the right hole. Again, thread guide, we turn the wheel and we'll find inside another thread guide and we pass it through the anchor hole. Top and again through the hole, and so the two threads of the two anchors would be ready. We continue with the main needle thread. Again, thread guide up, thread guide, thread guide, thread guide. Tension discs come out here. That should have a thread guide. In this case it doesn't. Well, we continue. Here we pass this part, which is for the thread guides. Again, a thread guide, the main needle, main stitch, main seam always goes here, thread guide, then goes to the thread lever. Again, a thread guide. Here we pass it to the front, thread guides down, goes through this little hole, thread guide, and already goes directly to the needle. From us over there it's threaded. We continue with the safety needle, safety point. Again up, thread guide, thread guide, thread guide, tension thread guide. We go through the discs again, go down and cross to the other little hole of this thread guide. The safety point already goes through the little hole that has the thread lever underneath. The safety always goes in this part, and the main always goes in this part, pulled by the thread lever. Then that part again, thread guides again, the whole thread guides and directly to the needle. That's always ahead of the main needle, and it's threaded the same way from us to the front. Now we continue with the safety point anchor. Thread guide up again, down, and here it goes directly behind the machine. Thread guide, then it takes us through this little tube that's going to come out here at the front. It's going to come out to this part, as you see. Then it continues, and we're going to pull the thread under these tension discs. Then it goes to this thread guide, and then this thread guide, after this it would come here. In this case, they have it like this because it works well for them. If it works well, there's no problem. But from here, it goes here again. Here, this thread guide again, guide the threads, and here it comes straight to the anchor and threads from there towards us, goes through the hole, and here we go, directly to the tip of the anchor. And that's how, friends, it was threaded correctly, step by step, along the 5 threads. Remember that this applies to all 5 thread machines in all the Chinese models. Remember, if you like, support us with a like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.